Now, the next topic that we will cover is the law regarding minors agreement. What are the law? Let's cover it. Number 1. An agreement by a minor is absolutely void. An agreement by a minor is absolutely void. It's empty, it's null, it cannot be considered. It's an agreement. Okay, so there is a case study of Mohuri Bibi versus Dharmadas Ghosh. Okay, so here what happened in this case, a minor mortgaged his house for rupees 20,000. Okay, and what happened, a money lender lends that minor a sum of rupees 8,000. Okay, now later on what did the minor do? What happened? A minor mortgaged his house for rupees 20,000, and what happens? The moneylender lends rupees 8,000 to the minor. Later on, the minor said that he is a minor, and the court set aside his contract. কি করেছিল, মাইনার একটা ঘর মানে হাউসটাকে মর্টগেজ হিসেবে দিয়েছিল 20,000 টাকায়। মানি লেন্ডার যে ছিল সে তাকে 8,000 টাকা দিয়ে দিয়েছে অলরেডি। পরে মাইনার কি করলো, নিজেই বললো যে আমি মাইনার আর আমি এই মর্টগেজ আমি এটাকে করতে পারবো না। তখন কোর্ট দেখলো হ্যাঁ মাইনারের কোনো কন্ট্রাক্টে কোনো ভ্যালিডিটি নেই। তো কোর্ট কি করলো, কোর্ট বললো যে কি যে নো, দ্য পার্সন ইজ নট কম্পিটেন্ট টু এন্টার ইনটু আ কন্ট্রাক্ট। সো দ্য মানি লেন্ডার কি হলো, তাহলে মানি লেন্ডারটা তখন কোর্টের কাছে বললো তাহলে আমার 8,000 টাকাটা ফেরত চাই, 8,000 টাকাটা ফেরত চাই। বাট দ্য কোর্ট হেল্ড that the minor's agreement is void. So there is no right of restitution, means the moneylender is no more capable of getting back this rupees 8,000 because the agreement itself is a void one, and he or she is a minor. You all know that if some minor does something like a boy or a girl of 17, 16, 15 or 10 years of age, whatever, if they do anything, they don't go to jail. They go to correction home. Actually, they don't go to jail. They go to correction home because he or she is a minor. No actions can be taken against him or her. So same is the case of this. The minor mortgaged his house. Moneylender lended him 8,000, but later on when the moneylender wanted this 8,000, the court held that since the agreement is void, there is no right of restitution. The moneylender cannot again ask for that money. It's not possible for the minor to give back that money. So when we are entering into a contract, if we are a major person, we should first verify with whom we are entering into a contract. Otherwise, the problem will be ours and not the minor's, because minor is not liable for anything. A minor is not liable for anything. Okay, number two, a minor can be a promisee or beneficiary. Okay, just correct the spelling of promisee, SW. A minor, in my notes actually, a minor can be a promisee, means you can promise a minor. I am a promiser, I am promising a minor. I am a minor and I am promising, sorry, I am not a minor, I am a promiser and I am promising a minor person, correct? And so a minor can be a promisee. Okay, promisee or beneficiary. A minor can enjoy any kind of benefit. If I keep someone as my beneficiary who is a minor, then he or she has the right to enjoy all the benefits because I have selected him or her as my beneficiary. He or she is not liable to do anything. He or she will just enjoy whatever benefits he or she is getting. So this right a minor do have. Okay, number three is what? Minor as an agent. Yes, minor can be appointed as an agent. Remember the principal and agent relationship. So whatever the agent does, if the agent does in the name of the principal, who will be liable? The principal itself. So if the principal appoints his agent or her agent to a minor person, then that minor person will not be liable for anything. The principal itself will be liable. So a minor can be an agent. So entering into a contract with a minor is void, but a minor can act as an agent. Okay, because whatever happens, the liability is on the principal itself. কি যাই হোক না কেন প্রিন্সিপালের উপরে লাইবিলিটি, এজেন্ট মানে যে মাইনার যে এজেন্ট তার উপরে কোনো লাইবিলিটি নেই। ওকে, আর এজেন্ট, হ্যাঁ বলতে পারবি আগেরটা তো ম্যাম আপনি অন্য বলেছিলেন, হ্যাঁ এজেন্ট যদি মাইনারের নাম, এজেন্ট যদি প্রিন্সিপালের নাম না নিয়ে কাজ করে, অবভিয়াসলি এজেন্ট ইজ রেসপন্সিবল, বাট ইন কেস ইফ দ্য এজেন্ট ইজ মাইনর পার্সন, দেন মাইনর পার্সন ক্যান নেভার বি রেসপন্সিবল ফর, held responsible for anything. A minor can be a promisee or a beneficiary. Yes, minor can enjoy any kind of benefit. Number 4, minor can be a joint promisor as well. Joint promisor means with a major person. A is a major person, B is a minor person. They both together are promising something, so they are joint promisor. And liability will always be on whom? Always be on A, who is a major one. That's why he or she could be a joint promisor. So a minor could be a joint promisor, a minor could be a principal, a minor could be an agent, a minor can be a promisee or beneficiary. Done. Number 5. Okay, number 5, ratification on attaining majority is not allowed. So what it is saying, a minor's agreement cannot be ratified by the minor upon his attaining majority. If minor does certain agreement, minor enters into an agreement when he or she was a minor, okay, that agreement cannot be changed. That agreement is actually void. So how can we change a void agreement after the minor attains the age of majority? No, not possible. Agreement itself with a minor is void. So when a minor attains the age of majority and wants to change that agreement, it itself is a void. How can we change it though you have attained the age of majority? Clear? Number 6, no specific performance. No specific performance. Number 6 say, okay, a minor cannot be a partner but can share the profits. What? There are partnership business. We know partnership firms are there. Okay, in a partnership firm, we can appoint D, minor, as a partner. We can appoint D as a partner with consent from all other partners. A minor, we can appoint D, not as a partner, we can appoint D. D will not be considered as a partner, but D can enjoy all the benefits of this firm. Means there is A, B, C, and A, B, C with their consent, all of their consent, they have taken D also in their firm. But D is a minor, so D cannot be appointed as a partner, but D is enjoying all kind of benefits that a partnership firm is deriving. Correct? And this can happen. This is possible. Not a partner, but is working in the partnership firm. That is possible. So D cannot be a partner, means the minor cannot be a partner, but if permission taken from all the partners, the minor can enjoy the profit of that partnership firm. কি বললাম, পার্টনারশিপ ফার্মের হয়তো ডি কে পার্টনার করতে পারবো না, মানে যে মাইনর পার্সন, কিন্তু ডি সেই পার্টনারশিপ ফার্ম যদি কোনো প্রফিট গেইন করে তাহলে সেইটা সে এনজয় করতে পারে, প্রোভাইডেড যে অন্যান্য পার্টনার্সরা তাতে রাজি আছে, দে হ্যাভ গিভেন দেয়ার কনসেন্ট। ক্লিয়ার? নাম্বার 7, no specific performance. That I told you, no specific performance. No specific performance. A minor ki you cannot force for any specific performance. So you cannot force for doing to perform anything. That, like in the first case, the moneylender cannot force the minor to give back rupees 8,000. It is not possible, because minor's agreement with a minor is null and void. It's not valid. No insolvency. A minor cannot be an insolvent person. Okay, because minor is not having anything. How a minor can become an insolvent person? Okay, nothing. Acha, doctrine of restitution. Okay, doctrine of restitution, that I told, that if you are giving something to a minor, A gives rupees 10,000 to B. A gives rupees 10,000 to B. B was a minor. A now wants back rupees 10,000, but it's not possible. No, not possible. But if A gives certain property to B, A gives, okay, A gives certain property to B or certain goods to B, any property or goods to B who is a minor, then the minor have to return this property or goods. But for in case of cash, it's not possible. If you are giving certain cash to a minor, you cannot claim that cash back. Never ever, you cannot claim that cash back until and unless the minor gives it to you by herself or by himself. And if you give any kind of property or any kind of goods in the name of the minor, not knowing that he or she is a minor, then you can claim back those property or goods. For property and goods, তোমার property and goods দিলে মাইনারকে তুমি ক্লেম ব্যাক করতে পারো, কিন্তু যদি property আর goods বাদে অন্য যা কিছু দাও তুমি কিন্তু ক্লেম ব্যাক করতে পারবে, মানে ক্যাশ যদি দাও মাইনের কাছ থেকে you cannot claim back. Okay. Okay, minor's liability for necessaries. This means what? Means if you are providing necessity items to the minor, means if you are providing food, clothing, whatever to the minor, then it's the responsibility from minor's property. You should be paid for those necessaries. Means তুমি কি করছো, তুমি একটা মাইনারের খাওয়ার দাওয়ার সমস্ত কিছুর খরচ তুমি দিচ্ছ, তাহলে ইট ইজ ইম্পর্টেন্ট দ্যাট মাইনারের যা প্রপার্টি আছে সেখান থেকে তুমি যেন তোমার খরচটা পেয়ে যাও. Because you are providing the necessary item, not any luxury fashion item. You are providing the necessary item which is just necessary for the minor to live a life, to stay alive. Okay, minor is not bound to return benefits if received. Obviously, when we are appointing minor as a beneficiary, we cannot again claim back the benefit what the minor have received. Like similarly, if you have taken D in a partnership firm and the D have received a certain profits, we cannot again claim back, ask for those profits from the minor. No, not possible. Clear? So these are the points of minor. Means these are the law regarding minor's agreement. Last portion that is there is person of unsound mind, means mental incompetency, whom we will consider as a person, insane person, mad person. Idiots means person who have lost their complete mental power. Lunatic means same, they are more serious than idiots. And drunken person means understanding, those who drinks, those who do alcoholic, those who takes alcohol for a certain time span, they forget everything. That is called temporary incompetency. After they becomes normal, then you can enter into a contract. But রাতে alcohol হলো, সব কিছু পার্টি and all, and then রাতে বসে এগ্রিমেন্ট করলাম, ওই ভাবলাম যে কি যে এখন নেশায় আছে, এখন যা লিখে দেবে সেটাই হয়ে যাবে, বাট নট পসিবল. পরের দিন সকালে সে ভুলে গেল কি হয়েছে, আর আমি ভাবলাম যে বাহ ভালো হয়েছে রাতে ভুলে গেছে, এখন একটা এগ্রিমেন্ট এন্টার করে নিই. পরের দিন সকালবেলা সে ভুলে গেল কি হয়েছে, আমি বললাম এই তো এগ্রিমেন্ট করে দিয়েছো. No, if he or she claims that he was drunken at that point of time and if it's proved, then that will not be considered, because drunken person comes under the category of unsound mind, though it's a temporary incompetency, but it is an incompetency. Okay, so যদি কেউ ভাবে যে বন্ধুদের করব, রাতে বন্ধুদের প্রপার্টি নেওয়ার চেষ্টা করব যখন বন্ধুরা নেশার মধ্যে আছে, হবে না, not possible. Okay, next, disqualified person. There are certain called disqualified status, means alien enemy. Alien enemy means citizen of a foreign country, means any citizen of such a country which country is in war with our country. Like if China and India is having a fight, is having a war, so entering into a contract with any person of China is disqualified. Similarly with any foreign ambassadors. Okay, any insolvent person. Okay, entering is not possible. Those contracts are what? Those contracts are disqualified ones. Like if you are entering into a convict, means a person who is imprisoned, যে জেলের মধ্যে রয়েছে, তার সঙ্গে তুমি কন্ট্রাক্ট করছো, that's a disqualified agreement. জেল থেকে বেরিয়ে সে কন্ট্রাক্ট করবে না. You cannot make with some who is a prisoner, who is in imprisonment. No, we cannot enter into any kind of contract. Is it clear? So we cannot enter into contract with unsound mind. Unsound mind is categorized into 3 types: idiots, lunatic, and drunken person. And disqualified means if we do contract with alien enemy, that is a country, with a person of a country which is in war with our country. Foreign ambassadors. Convicts means a person who is in imprisonment, যে জেলে আছে. And insolvent, যার কাছে কোনো টাকা পয়সা নেই, সে তার সাথে আবার কিসের এগ্রিমেন্ট, তাই না? So this completes my chapter capacity of parties. This completes my chapter what? Capacity of parties. Okay, thank you class. If you have any query, please ask. Okay, thank you.